Here's what to expect when you meet with a personal trainer for a free fitness assessment. If it's in person, you can expect one of a couple different things. The first version, they're going to take you out on the floor, show you the equipment, and lead you through a few exercises. Hopefully ones that you haven't done before, so they can sell you on their knowledge of their equipment and the exercises. Then they're going to sit down, talk to you about price, what you can afford, maybe ask you about your goals and what you're hoping to achieve. The second version, they're going to want to get to know you a little bit first. They're going to sit down and ask you about your goals, your current routine, why you are looking to work with a trainer. Then they're going to do some kind of an assessment, whether it's a strength assessment or an endurance assessment or even a movement assessment. Once they do that, they're going to show you how they work with their clients and their pricing and things like that. If it's an online only coach, it's a little different because you don't have the in-person component. So they're going to usually start with a form. You'll fill out a form on a website or you'll respond to some kind of an ad, and they're going to ask you a few questions to see if you're a fit for each other. Once you do that, a lot of times they're going to schedule some kind of a call, whether it's a video call or a phone call, and they're going to ask a little bit more about your goals and kind of what you're looking for, just to make sure that you're ready to get started. They might do some kind of a movement assessment. Sometimes they'll ask to record yourself doing certain movement patterns to see what your movements look like, or they might use an assessment tool. Like I personally use Demotu as a movement assessment tool, and that helps me see if there's any kind of imbalances, any instability, or any mobility issues that need to be addressed in your program. After that, they'll probably talk about pricing and get you signed up to get started. As for me, my process, it's exactly the same whether it's in person or online. First thing I'm going to do, I want to get to know you. I want to know what your goals are, what your current routine is, what your motivations are, why do you want to make a change, why now, and why are you looking for coaching? Then I'm going to do a movement assessment. So if it's in person, we're going to do it right then and there. We'll do a movement assessment and I'll go over the results with you right away to tell you, hey, look, you have a hip imbalance. You might have some knee weakness, whatever it is, so that we can build that into your program. If it's online, I'm going to assign you a remote assessment where you're going to set up your camera and you're going to do the assessment. I'll see the results and go over those with you on the next call. Once I have that, I'm going to go over the investment. We're going to talk about how I work with all my clients, what you get for your investment, and how it's going to help you reach your goal. Once you sign up, then I put your program together. I don't do any cookie cutter workouts. Everything's designed specifically around you and your goals, your limitations, and your movement patterns. I actually had a prospect get upset once because I didn't take them out on the gym floor, introduce them to all the equipment, and show them different workouts. I don't think that's fair to the client to do that, to lead them through a generic workout if I don't know anything about them. I don't know their history of injuries. I don't know what their goals are. So to just show them, here's how to work out, it seems very transactional, and I don't do that. Once somebody signs up, that's when I start putting together their program, and it takes some time. Once I've got your customized personal program put together, that's when we start the real work. That's when we're going to go through the different exercises. That's when we're going to start working towards your goal.